Did your father ever leave Russia?
Yeah, they left in 96. He managed to, all of his graduate students managed to leave, and they went to Finland because it's just right across the border. It's just 4 hour drive. Well, of course, the border, but basically it's 4 hour drive. It's like here, from here to, I don't know, to Burlington, Vermont or something.
Yeah.
And not Burlington necessarily, but maybe like middle, like Montpellier, and whatever. And so, yeah, they all moved to Helsinki, Finland. And then my father was able, everything, just nothing applied anymore. No sick old clearance, no old restrictions. And so he just went there, and one of his former graduate students formed a company, a know-how company, basically, and he co-founded it with my father. It was a company basically of applying electromagnetic field study to, well, not to Soviet submarines, but to something more peaceful. Like, for instance, he went to Malaysia and consulted the local government on to how about the street transportation, like the streetcars, the electric streetcars, where the cables had to be, what amount of electromagnetic fields, and that actually kind of he started making fairly good money right away, because obviously it's or also he developed a new technology of electromagnetic drying of materials like wood, for instance. Just it's like microwave. And that had tremendous implications for logging industry and so forth. So right there in Finland, the government bought that invention or whatever. So yeah, he moved to Finland in 1996 with my mother, and my brother had left even earlier than that, and he went to the United States, and that was at San Francisco at the time. So he went there, and he went to to nursing school. At first, he was always wanted to be a doctor, and now gradually he just basically became highly successful, and now he is head of the American branch of a very large international pharmaceutical company. Yeah. So yeah. So if you need aspirin, discount rates.
Yeah, didn't you just return from a mysterious trip to the States?
Just huge shipment of Advil.
So your parents stayed in Helsinki for a long time?
They stayed there until 1999 and they had already they bought a house in Boston.
Okay.
And were about to move when my father was diagnosed all of a sudden with cancer in Finland, and it was in very advanced form, and the doctors there had told him that the best they could do was just tell him that it would take approximately a month and a half that he had left. And they went to the United States right away, and then all kinds of medical, all kinds of doctors looked at him, and he went through the whole, but nothing could be done anymore. So he died in 1999. Yeah, and then my mother and grandmother, his mother, moved to San Francisco with my brother, sold the house and moved to San Francisco. Yeah.
What did your mother do from then on?
Well, my mother was already retired when she left Russia. In Russia, in the Soviet Union, the retirement age was 55 for women, 60 for men. So she actually retired when I was still in the Soviet Union, as a matter of fact. She had been an engineer, just a technologist at the very largest in the Soviet Union kind of factory of rubber goods like bowls, or shoes or whatever. Just she was in technological part of it, basically developing new kinds of rubber and so forth. So, but she was not she was not particularly, it was just a job, and she was very happy to retire. So by the time she left Russia, she was just retired.